high school seniors from Newton North and Newton South were able to say farewell to their teachers and other staff members during a car parade that passed through high school grounds. It's a moment we all wait for. Cap and gown on, walking in front of the crowd as your name is called, receiving your diploma in your left hand and giving a handshake with your right. But this year, COVID-19 had other plans. Newton South and Newton North High School organized two separate celebratory parades to honor and congratulate their seniors on Sunday. Not only were they celebrated for completing their high school career, but also for making it through a trying and rather unusual year. Teachers, faculty, friends, and their families, all equipped in face masks, stood on the sidewalk cheering and clapping for the graduates. Each graduate drove by, segmented by last name, just like a normal graduation would have been organized. Many students and their families came through the parade with posters and decorations embellishing their cars, thanking their teachers and showing their tiger or lion pride. Although many of the graduates and their families did enjoy the celebration, no one could deny that the day was quite unordinary. Some graduates were still a little disappointed that it couldn't happen the way they had dreamed it would.
I feel like it's okay, in my opinion, but I feel like the parade was a wonderful idea.
Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, students all over the country were sent home and out of school.
When I first heard that there was going to be a quarantine and that we'd be doing online schooling, I was kind of depressed. I knew that I wouldn't be able to see my friends for a very long time, and I knew that things were not going to be the same. But I knew that even though that we were going to be stuck inside, not being able to do anything, that we would get through it, so one way or another.
On March 12th, the mayor of Newton, Ruth Ann Fuller, and the superintendent of schools, David Fleischman, both sent out emails to the students and their families announcing that Newton Public Schools were going to close. The announcement stated that the start of the shutdown would begin the following day, Friday, March 13th, and was going to continue for the next week after that and, quote, possibly for a longer period.
When we heard that it was going to be probably longer than we originally thought, the 2 weeks, it was pretty jarring to think how this was going to work.
For the next 2 months following the closing, students and teachers worked tirelessly together to navigate the new online learning environment.
It's frustrating, and I know that a lot of them are disappointed, but they're a very resilient bunch.
Class of 2020, I would just say this has been an unusual year to say the least, and I would just say that congratulations to the class. You've been through a lot. They've been through a lot with the loss of some of their classmates as well. So this class in particular, the class of 2020, has had a very, very challenging couple of years. And to end this way is not the way they wanted to end, but we wanted to do the best we could. So that's why we're happy the mayor did this.
So I don't like being a distance principal as much as I like being a principal in a building, because what makes Newton North a great school is its community, the people.
The invasion of the COVID-19 pandemic not only jolted the students academically, but also socially.
Academically is the concern that I have the least, because I know that these students are really prepared, and we train them to be thinkers and how to be learners, and so we know that students have been getting stronger as students. I believe our students can get caught up on what they may have missed in the building. The social piece is what I'm most concerned about, and their emotional states as well. And I think that just having an event like this where our seniors have not had their senior year where they get to be together and celebrate, is going to have a lifelong impact on them. In some ways, it will, they'll relive the sadness, but I hope they also remember the good times as well, like an event like today when we're celebrating them.
Today was an experiment that I think went incredibly well. People were smiling, happy. Students were recognized, faculty cherished cheering for students who they built wonderful relationships with. So I couldn't have imagined it, going any better, particularly at such a difficult and emotional time. That's the other thing to acknowledge is that, we saw plenty of students with banners on their cars and Black Lives Matter to acknowledge what a painful and difficult time this is for students and families, and it was important to acknowledge that at the same time while appreciating all the wonderful work that our seniors have done and hopefully will do in the future.
Teachers and coaches alike remain optimistic and in high spirits for their graduates.
Class of 2020, it's been a pleasure. It was tough to see you guys from behind a computer screen, but now I'm so excited to actually see you guys and send you off properly.
Newton South and North students drove off, ending the celebration and the year they will never forget. I'm Maxine Friedman reporting for Newton News here in Newton.